Welcome back, welcome back. I'd like to apologize to my black women, you know. I know I go a little hard, but if the shoe don't fit, you shouldn't get mad and I shouldn't have to apologize. But since things are said that make me mad, and then later on I find out that they ain't talking to me, and I get mad, I understand. So, I love you.
Is y'all start confusing these two words and they're not the same. Advocated weren't to say anything. Hold on. I'm an average man out here. I don't even know what you're talking about. You need to be in a religious setting because celibacy is abstaining from marriage and sexual relations, typically for religious reasons.
That's exactly what the definition, very closely, because I just looked it up, that's what celibacy means. It literally means you're doing this act for religious purposes. Yous are not stopping and having sex for religious purposes. Yous are not having sex because you got done dirty and you want a man and you want a husband and you finally learned, if I keep on giving this thing away, if I keep letting everybody not buy the cow and just get the milk for free, you finally are starting to learn. But yous are highly educated. You've been in way more colleges than us. Yous have communication degrees. These small words should not get you this angry to say things like this and sound foolish. Remember, you're trying to get chosen. Remember, you're trying to come back. So don't be her.
About you need to be in a religious setting because celibacy is abstaining from marriage and sexual relations, typically for religious reasons. So are us women here to save y'all men? Is that what you're saying? We're here to save you. We have to be the
Really?
angels that save the devils.
So we're the devils because you did exactly what the Bible said not to do and sleep with a bunch of women, which technically in the Bible that you hold as a shield and the God you pray to, he calls you a whore. Those words are written in the Bible. That's not a new word. You get it? So when you want to use that book as a shield and say I'm celibate and I want traditional mans, and you're going to get those traditional words, and your actions allow me to use those words because the guy you believe in calls you that. So are you sure you want to play semantics with the Bible and then call your men the devil and you're coming to save us? When you're sound of horns, my father's in the building, you're literally running your, like, never mind. I'm gonna let her do what, because I know a lot of yous ain't like this. And I understand the trigger words and the fucking, you's gotta have the snappy comeback. We're the fucking best joking people in history. We can make a comeback out of anything. This is not a fucking joking situation, though. This is not Captain Comeback time, though. Save that for your man that you're with when you lie to him and get him locked down. You save that shit for then. You don't. What's wrong with you?
Is that what you're saying? What are you talking about? You sound Mr. Gavin just said that women need to be in a more angelical environment so that we can teach y'all what abstinence means, which is crazy to me. So you
No, he said if you're gonna go down the road and use these words and that book, which you all will, and eventually bring up the Lord, you all will, then we're gonna expect you to, at least go a little further. Now we've been studying the book a little bit, so you know what I mean. We got some. I have some encouraging words for you. I don't know about the rest of these lying ass niggas, but the Lord said He's the only one that's perfect, right? And that we're supposed to try our best and that no one could be like him, you know? But we can follow those laws. See, being perfect means you never break the law. See, that's the difference. The Lord never broke the law. He never fucked up. He loves everybody that much because, you know, he understands if he doesn't do the rules, a lot of bad things happen. You know how you don't do the rules and you see how you influence and fuck up other people's lives and your own? You see how we're all capable of doing that? Now imagine if my father didn't follow the rules. So, that's why he said, I am perfect. I am the one. Your man's gonna listen to me because I'm perfect. And you need to listen to him because he's gonna try his damnedest to be like me. You get it? So, you know, we're just throwing orders down. Stop getting mad at us and reversing shit and playing tricknology, Yakub shit with the words, and stop it. Stop it. We're following orders just like you. We don't like that we gotta go back and, you know, we like hip hop and shit. We like the fucking baggy clothes and the shades and the fucking. When we really figure out that's all disrespectful to the Lord, and more than likely yous are gonna bring it up when we make yous put dresses on and take those fucking pants off. When you start figuring out the things that you're gonna point out about us and, you know, make us feel real stupid how we're doing you, and then we're gonna be like, oh shit, they're right. Fuck. It's gonna be just as hard for you as it is us. We're just on the things that's gonna make us get together. We're worrying about the main shit.
You want us to be your saviors. You want us to save y'all from
No,
hell.
you
That's what you're saying.
never been the top.
The last time I checked, most black women in America don't make more money than the black men. So, you sure you want to say you're saving somebody else by, you know, them merging their, you know, and bringing law and protection and all these things? Some of you have children and shit, and and maybe she doesn't. That's why she could fix her fucking face to say that. So I'm gonna save a nigga. Stop it. Unless you're gonna take a man that doesn't make more money than you, and you still respect him and love him, and you save a nigga from these streets and you build him up, then you're saving a man. If a man's moving you in, and your life's getting better, and he's doing things, he's saving you. Okay? Women don't want to save men. So stop with the, y'all want us to save. You don't take men that. You don't do that. So stop it. Stop dissing to my brothers that are above me and breaking their fucking back in this world and doing real shit to get shit done. Stop dissing the niggas that are capable to fucking give you these lifestyles. Stop comparing them to niggas like me that are fucking late in the game. Stop it. They don't have to tolerate y'all shit. They could just go and get another woman. You're talking to men that got money. You're talking to the fucking average blue collar man, and you're not talking to Kev Samuels peoples now. You're talking to men that have money, and they have enough though. They can do things. They're not fucking Ray Brokey and the rest of the ones that got tricked and fell for the schemes and didn't grow up in time because we didn't have fathers. These men went through all that shit and still got on board and managed to get. Stop fucking disrespecting these men.
Topic is celibacy. We didn't talk. Everybody know what abstaining is.
That's
Y'all start confusing these two words, and they're not the same.
What's the difference?
Women
Oh
are not
my
being
God.
celibate for religious reasons. They're being celibate for other reasons. So it doesn't make sense.
The old lady with the fucking semantic. They're being celibate for not religious reasons. They're being celibate for they're not being celibate then. Do you understand the end of celibacy definition means to be unmarried? To be married, if it's connected to the marriage, that means it's a religious thing. When you are abstinent and you stop having sex, that's a people thing. That's a choice that you choose. The thing that what you're about to try to describe. Words mean things. Black women, stop doing this. Yous are highly educated and yous make yourselves look real fucking dumb when you argue with us, because yous are used to not being on camera and doing this shit behind closed doors, and black men don't know the fucking definitions, and we didn't, and you beat our grandfathers in the head, and we ain't. Those days are over. Your magical spell words, and those days are over. Stop it.
For them to go to a church and be religious because they're celibate. I can be non-religious and still be celibate.
Yeah, sure. Sure you
They'll
can.
say, like, there's some things that just don't match, right? Like, you can't say you're abstaining and you're celibate, but then go on the balloon pop show and say that you want to find a man that is abstaining and celibate.
It absolutely has nothing to
It does
do with
have
each
something
other.
to do with it. It
What does
does.
being a Christian have to do with me going on a show to find love? I'm confused.
No, because
See, she didn't know how to answer that, but I know how to answer that. And I'm just a hood nigga. She's well off and educated sounding. I'm just a nigga. But I know that Bible. I know that Bible. The reason you can't be a Christian and go to fucking dating shows and shit, because the Lord said when you do his law, he will find thee a husband. You don't trust your father. That's why you find fuckboys. Because you don't trust the Lord to deliver you a husband. You don't trust the way he told you to dress, the way he told you to act, the way he told you to prepare for life, the way he asked you to be to get the man that you say you want. You don't trust the Lord is right. You're like, no, fuck that. I'm dress any way I want. I'm going to talk to niggas any way I want. And, you know, it's all the opposite ways of the Lord. So, what do you mean? The Lord said the only way to love him is to follow the law. Do what he told you to do. Do you understand that's in the Bible? So, does that answer your question? I think that should answer your question really, really good.
abstaining and celibate.
It absolutely has nothing
It
to
does
do with
have
each
something
other.
to do with it. It
What does
does.
being a Christian have to do with me going on a show to find love? I'm confused.
No, because you're not going to find a man that upholds those same values as you. So what's the end?
Just not proposed to. Did you see when that beautiful black man proposed to that beautiful black girl? Did you see that? Find love on there, and they thank God for that.
Skip. Didn't get the point at all.
That's what we're talking about.
It's a personal choice that you make inside of you, inside of your life, for your purpose.
Yo.
Show has nothing to do with celibacy.
That's what we're talking about.
It's a personal choice that you make inside of you, inside of your life, for your purpose.
Celibacy has nothing to do with God, right? Even though it's the definition of being unmarried, you know, the thing that's attached to God. So you control celibacy. God didn't, you know, he has nothing to do with that. It's a choice you choose. You see how my father means nothing to use? It's our choice. It's not that we're obeying him. Fuck what he wants. No, what you're doing is choosing to be abstinent. You're choosing not to have sex anymore. You're not being celibate for a husband. You're not being celibate. You're being celibate because you realize sex is a fucking... You bit the apple. You learned the hard way. Like Eve. Remember? Because, like, Satan was like, look how pretty it looks. Look how fast it goes. You can be like Adam. You need a man. What are you talking about? Stop bringing up the Bible. Black women, it's sad to find out that we are the people of the Bible and then yous mock the Lord without even realizing yous mock the Lord.
You wouldn't go to a strip club looking for a partner saying that you are being abstinent and abstaining.
I mean, for real.
But that's if I'm being abstinent, and looking for a partner. I can be abstinent and not look for a partner. So that's not what I'm doing.
Because the guys were saying, do you think that the women that are saying that they are celibate, since it is a word connected to religion, should find men in churches instead of maybe on dating apps and I just use the balloon pop show as an example. I'm not
Exactly.
Do you understand now? This is 7 minutes of talking about a one word and blatant disrespect of the Bible, ultimately from the women trying to fight against this one word. Wasting time on how to actually solve problems. This is what we argue about. This is what?
Right, and I'm saying one has nothing to do with the other.
Skip.
Repeating cycles because you haven't really learned yet, right? But when you're nobody talks about what happens to mature women when they've been celibate for too long, okay? And I say mature because when you're immature and you're celibate, it's really easy to like jump on the first thing that you see as soon as you need the itch scratched, and
What?
then you end up repeating cycles because you haven't really learned yet, right? But when you're mature and you decide to be celibate for a long period of time, it's not as easy to just get back out there, okay? Because now
Sound the horns. My dad is in the building. Listen. When I heard this first time, I was gonna when I did it again, I was gonna roast her. But me seeing it the second time, she's gonna describe to women exactly what I keep trying to tell women. Sex is a drug. It is physical, but it's a drug. Once you let a man get that drug in you, it's worse than crack. This is why yous get stuck into being hoes. This is why men try to protect you from doing it, because we understand that. Why? Because we're men. We talk to each other and we hear the stupid shit men go through to get it. So we're like, if niggas is going through like that to get it, I wonder what the experience for women is. I wonder, is that why Jimmy's wife stays with him and he's giving the old he ho every day? He's black and eye, and she says nothing happened. You get it? Nah, you don't get it. But she's gonna explain it for you in a different way, in woman's terms.
Here we go. Hit the like button.
nobody talks about what happens to mature women when they've been celibate for too long, okay? And I say
Nobody talks about when women haven't got the sexual drug yet.
mature because I say mature because when you're immature and you're celibate, it's really easy to like jump on the first thing that you see as soon as
When you're immature and young and never had the sex drug and everybody's talking about how they're doing it and it's good and you never did it, you want to be cool, and then nobody talks about it's a drug and your ass gonna be next.
you need the itch scratched, and then you
Ain't that some dope ass shit to say? It got me scratching. Yeah.
end up repeating cycles because you haven't really
Cycles.
learned yet, right? But when you're mature and you decide to be celibate for a long period of time, it's not as easy.
When you're older and you realize this shit's addicted, these niggas been lying to me using that and beat my head and beat my guts in and then tell me he loves me and I'm thinking he means it, but it's really the drugs in my head. And then on top of that, I'm getting drunk and taking drugs, so I'm extra fucked up. Like, yeah. You're starting to realize how it's one of the hardest drugs to get rid of. When you realize certain other things. You know, you understand why men say what we're saying and why we're saying it's so aggressive, because time is running out.
To just get back out there, okay? Because now, before you jump on anything, you're thinking twice. You're like, does this person value me? Am I going to enjoy this experience? What am I going to get out of it? Can I even have casual experiences anymore? Like, what makes me.
You know what she's not going to say? I'm looking at that one guy. I know I want him. If he does what I think he does and he doesn't want me, I'm going to have to go through this shit again. And I don't want to. No. You're not going to give. You're not. Nope. I'm not going on dope fiend legs again. And then a man told me I'm not ready or whatever, and then I'm gonna be waiting around, and he's giving me the dope fiend legs and got me on the itch. Y'all women are crazy, bro. Y'all better stop playing around. Y'all don't even realize what yous are doing, what this shit does to your brain. You don't understand how it's connected to your emotions and all the other things. And this is what's making you the way yous are. Yous are hardening the mentality. Yous are doing shit that hasn't been done to a human female in a long time. And on top of all of this other shit we gotta go through in life. It's time to stop fucking around. No pun intended.
Feel good. What all the things that you didn't think about before, now you're thinking about them, which means that you're not going to jump on the first thing that comes around, and then you're going to stay celibate for even longer. And I'm there. Okay? I'm there, and I'm not enjoying it anymore. Honestly, I want a husband. I want a husband because I don't want to jump on anything that I'm there. Okay? I'm there, and I'm not enjoying it anymore. Honestly, I want a husband. I want a husband because I don't want to jump on anything that is going to stress me out.
I don't want to jump on anything and get hooked because you haven't understood the reason why you're supposed to stop having sex. You haven't gone through the trials of actually, detaching certain trauma from it. You get it? So you didn't fix yourself. You fixed your body. Your womb is starting to close up, you know? You're learning how to fight against it. But mentally and emotionally, you're not doing no work at all. And guess who has to deal with that?
I want to jump on something that's mine. I also want to be soft. I don't feel soft anymore, you guys. I feel like I don't feel hyper masculine. I have overcome being hyper masculine.
You see what I mean? Yous have did something to you in the mind now. It's not, yous can go back to be feminine, but your mind. Yous don't know how to reverse the shit. Yous want to go back. And, takes those laws. Those laws and rules and explain the right way. It ain't just go look at the book. No, a lot of people are just saying stupid shit. And nah, I'm not beef for that.
In times like this, which I really love for myself, because at one point I would have just went straight into hyper masculinity and been like a man, but I don't have to do that. I get to be in my feminine energy, and I get to just want to scratch an itch that I can't scratch because
I'm a junkie.
I'm not gonna just scratch it with anybody. So
I'll say this, sister. First thing first, take that bull nose piercing out your face. Alright? Yeah.
No, please don't.
Yo,
No, Mr.
don't.
X.
Chill.
Leave it there. That
Exactly.
is a clear-cut identification of a hyena that will not be tamed. Look at them big old rings on a bull. That's the only way to control it, is to cause it that much discomfort by putting a big, thick steel ring in his nose.
It's not even that bad. It really ain't. But that's why I said we the masters of making jokes. And this is what I mean for the ladies. Like, yous are not gonna like a lot of things about us. We don't like a lot of things that yous have done to your look and everything. And it's just cause we have so many other things to worry about and negotiate and be talking, and niggas is worrying about word semantics and shit. Like we're black men haven't even united yet and got the demands together. Like, listen, man, what is it that you want and I want? You know what I mean? Because we gotta negotiate. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna let us just say you gotta do all of this stuff. We gonna have to let them get into doing some other stuff. They're not just gonna, So we don't like them damn wigs, right? So all them piercing and tattoos. Some of it's cute on some of y'all, but that's not really, you know. And I'm sure there's plenty of things you guys have. I'm sure you have things to, say. You don't like.
And so Bonquisha here and all these mothers say the only way you gonna control me is with brute force ninja. That's why you better come 6 foot tall.
Wait a minute,
6 figures and all the above.
Yo.
we
Yo. Oh my God. Skip. Oh my
You gotta
God.
get the knowledge.
women.
It's more of those women out here married.
Because some men like that.
Millions of women have tattoos, millions of women have nose rings, and they are respectable wives.
Yes.
So we cannot say that just because she has a tattoo or nose ring that she's not wife material. There's plenty of women out here.
Oh, now hold on. Are we talking about melanated women?
Melanated or white, it doesn't matter.
No.
There's plenty of women out there that have tattoos that are.
There we go with this. This is what I mean with the old people. Man, you're right. We in a room full of us talking about our problems, and you won't bring anybody, other people with it. I want to do what other people want. Fucking stop. Stop that shit. It's not about what other people do. It's about what your man and our woman wants. It's not about what other people do. It's about what do you want, what you don't like, my nigga, cause I don't want to change everything. But what do you like so I can figure out what to start changing? Arguing over things and then bringing other people in their culture or whatever the fuck in the world, it's stupid to do that. You're wasting time. These girls don't have time.
Women. I'm seeing huge Caucasian women with a beautiful black man. I'm confused because you guys absolutely say it's us, and you with the other race, and they are looking blowed out. So absolutely.
I'm not saying.
Here we go with these girls over there look this and they look like that. And then when we start talking about what you look like, then it's an argument. We got to argue about that. Could we stop it?
If I was a black woman, I was gonna look in the mirror. That's a hell of a slap in the face. What are you having?
It's a bad reflection on you guys because you're lost. You don't see. When you stood behind the Roots movie, like,
oh
come
my
on,
God.
They might have made them seem like the glory of God, but they
What?
are not. We are. But they have taught you guys that He looked down on your own women.
What?
That part.
But can we all not agree that?
So we hate yous now. We just been literally. We've been talking all this time, and like, men have not verbally assassinated Jews until like fucking 10 maybe years ago. Yous have been I've been called a fucking I've like you are you kidding me? Ever since I was a kid. Yous are just starting to get the tip of jokes and all the fucking things, and my whole fucking entire life I heard I'm a no good fucking nigga. And I ain't never built nothing. And looking at my women as I'm learning as a kid all these things we did do, and I'm looking at them like, how the fuck they don't know we did this and what the fuck? They don't know we did that? They don't know that they only allowed to walk around right now because we had to get our heads beat in? Oh, that's fucked up.
We all cannot come in the same color, shape, size.
Absolutely not.
We all have to come in different. And
That's
that
true.
doesn't mean
You can't stop throwing that last part in there. You gotta stop throwing that last part.
Skip.
And upper body tattoos, he needs to exit stage left. Yes. Clear cut.
You call her a hyena. How we know she's a hyena?
Most likely. It is in our best interest. I would tell any man with a son to his face with honor and dignity that it's best to tell your son that if he sees a woman with a bull nose ring and upper body tattoos, he needs to exit stage left. Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Or maybe if she has a nose ring and she's talking like that, like saying getting her back scratched, like.
See, men, well, like I said, black people in general, we always with the jokes, and we forget to add in these extra things. Men, when we talk about things we don't like with women and the tattoos and all that, we always forget to talk, like, throw in the other things that we, like, heard you verbally say that made us discount you as a wife anyway and just make you a stinky link or a girlfriend for a while. That my back scratched and I'm a junkie to sex. I'm a junkie. You get it? See, when we hear you talk, we hear that analogy. You's only hear, I just needed, you know? See, you don't understand. You lose so many points off the way you speak to a man. You don't get that at all.
I would say, like, to
I
my
didn't say her. I said
No.
any woman out there that's not on.
There you go, Rose.
I said not all women and their nose rings are hyena.
And listen,
We cannot put that out there. We cannot look.
no.
Of course. Duh, we know that.
Listen, because we've seen too much. What Rose just said. Because those women with them nose rings and those upper body tattoos, the majority of the time they talking about getting that cat scratched. That one outside didn't by the software, man.
But that woman, not all women with nose rings.
Nobody said all. Can we just stop there? First of all, we not doing the all stuff.
All right. All right. So I'm saying we all come in different shape sizes and colors.
Nobody's. We're not doing all. Obviously, there's probably a few women married with a bull nose and tattoo.
Right.
You get it? We're talking generalizations. We're talking the stories. See, women keep forgetting, right? Keep forgetting men have sex with you and tell other men and stories float around, and then men move and grow up and move and talk to other men and become friends with other men, and they tell their stories, and the next thing you know, men, with the phones and the internet and can gain access and make videos. So we have a big fucking generalization of what type of women, how to, like, figure certain things out. We don't just see these things and like, oh, she's automatically bad. No. Because they're, traditions. Duh. It may be her tradition. She's not dressing like that because she want to be a girl that has a bull ring. Or big hoop earrings or whatever. It may be their actual tradition. See? Not just us and not knowing what to dress like and saying, oh, I like that. I want to do that. You get it? We understand those things. We understand this punk rockers and fucking, you get it? We understand these things have been around for so long in time. We get that. We're talking about the women that are not in those cultures. We're only talking about black women in general. That's what the topic is about. But the old chick got to keep bringing up, and the other one following behind her got to keep bringing up. Oh, those women don't look like us. And stop. This is not a contest. First of all, with other people. This is a contest of the men looking in the fucking mirror and they're fighting themselves. You looking in the mirror and you're fighting yourself. And saying, how can I make this the best of me? So the motherfucker behind me can turn around and be like, wow, it's a new you. I want to be with you. You get it? It's not a fight against each other. This is a moment in time where we get to fight against ourselves and prove how much we love ourselves by creating ourselves to be good for a partner. And then coming together and get the cheat code. And be like, fuck. We fucked our lives up, but we saved it just in time. We did the most impossible thing in history. Get it?
There you go.
It's such a small majority you can't even measure.
There you go. I was just at a ceremony, and a sister there.
But a heck of a lot of people have tattoos and they're married. And
granted, we talking about bull noses right now.
Skip.
I am an intellectual person. I like deep conversation. Like, I want us to be able to talk about everything. What books are you reading? Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about religion. Let's talk about family. Let's talk about things that matter, substance. And they don't be having nothing to talk about. Like, have you ever met a nigga whose personality is being a nigga with money? Like, niggas have nothing else to offer. So, like, when they're complaining about us only wanting money,
a man that's always focused on money, the man yous want, doesn't have time to learn about those things. He's getting money. To get money and be that is just enough information as all of that shit you want to talk about. You need a man that doesn't make that kind of money. Us men learn about those things. We learn about how to build a generation. We learn how to refix and things like this and psychology and fucking the Roman eras and the old music and the arts we have time to learn. We are the ones that do that. That's why the music guys are usually broke and then they get famous for creating a song and shit. The inventors are usually broke and then they become a billionaire because they invent some shit. So you got to kind of like stop wanting everything in one man.
what else do you have to offer?
Oh my god. So the rich niggas with money that can give you the whole life and let you sit around and do nothing, now they have nothing to offer. The men that can be smart, intellectual, sexual with you and have time to do those things, we're broke, so we don't have nothing for you. All right, who has anything for you? I want to know.
Like, these just really have nothing else to offer but money. Like, I've dated.
Oh my god.
All I had to do
Shoot
so long,
me.
like, women have needs and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, when I first started, it was for religious reasons. I was trying